Hello students, today we are going to learn one of the method of analysis of indeterminate beam. There are different methods of analysis of indeterminate beams. The very first is three moment theorem, that is Clapeyron's theorem. Second one is the slope reflection method, moment distribution method, or matrix method of analysis, which would be flexibility method of analysis or stiffness method of analysis. So today we are going to learn one of the numerical of analysis of indeterminate beam by slope deflection method. So in this numerical, we'll find out support moments and the support reaction by slope deflection method. So the numerical is a continuous beam ABC, suppose subjected to the point load 100 kN over a span of AB of length 5 meter and uniformly distributed load acting over a span of BC over a span of 6 meter. The moment of inertia for AB span is given I and the moment of inertia for BC span is given 2I. Suppose if you have to find out the support reaction of this continuous beam or unknowns in the continuous beam by static equilibrium equation alone, then we cannot solve the unknowns, because if you count the unknowns in this beam, there are hinge support at C, hinge support at B and hinge support at E. So the number of unknowns is definitely more than the number of available equations, static equilibrium equations. So this beam we cannot solve by equilibrium equations. So to solve this, this beam becomes an indeterminate beam. So to solve this indeterminate beams or to find out the unknowns in this continuous beam, there is one method which is a slope deflection method to find out the support moments and support reactions. So very first, in this method, you have to separate out the span of this beam. So AB span separately and BC span separately, and you have to apply the fixed supports to every support. That is at A, B and C support, you have to provide the fixed support. So the first step is to find out the fixing moments of the span AB and BC. So let us separate first AB span separately and BC span separately and apply the fixed support at A, B and C. So when the AB span is subjected to the point load, then the developed fixed weight moments to avoid or to prevent the bending of this span AB, the developed fixed moment will be in this direction. So MAB will be in the anti-clockwise direction and MBA is in the clockwise direction. So definitely the nature of a development fixed moment will be remain same to avoid to prevent the bending of the span AB. And the value of the standard value of fixed moment when the AB span is subject to point load, then the fixed moment AB is equal to MB bar is equal to minus WL by 8. And the second moment, which is MBA bar is equal to plus WL by 8. So when we put the value of W in this formula, in this value, W is 100 kN active over span of 5 meter. So minus 100 into 5 divided by 8, which comes to be, when you calculate on calci, you will get the value of fixed moment is 62.5 kN/meter. And same value I will put in the value of MBA bar, that is fixed moment of span BA. By putting the value of the equation WL by 8, then we have 100 into, again the span is 5 meter divided by 8 is equal to, you will get the value of fixed moment BA is 62.5 kN/meter. It is positive. Similarly, when you consider BC span and when you apply the fixed support at B and C, then they develop fixed moments to prevent the nature of bending because of this external loading on the beam. To avoid this bending nature of this beam, the developed fixed moments will be in this direction. That is, one is in the anti-clockwise direction, one is in a clockwise direction, so that this bending will be prevented. So this fixed moment MBC bar, whenever any span is subject to uniformly distributed load, then the value of fixed moment MBC is minus WL² by 12. And another fixed moment is of same magnitude but opposite in direction, so the value will be is in positive that is plus WL square by 12. So let us find out the value. So value of W, that is intensity of material, is given 24. So minus 24 into length is 6 meter. So 6 square divided by 12. So when you find out this value on calculus, you will get minus 72 kilonewton meter is the fixed moment MVC bar. Now let us find out the MCT bar, that is WL square by 12. So W is again 24 into 6 square divided by 12. So the value is coming same, that is, but value is positive 72 kilonewton meter. So these are the fixed moments developed at the supports when you provide the fixed supports at every point or at every supports. So this is the first step in the slope deflection method, that applying, separating the span of the beam, continuous beam, and applying the fixed support at every support. Even though there is a B is a hinge support, C is a hinge support, we remove the simply supported support from the continuous beam and we provide at every support is a fixed support. And then applying the fixed support, we find out the fixed moments. So these are the developed fixed moments by the formulas. Now, after finding out the fixed moments, we find out now final fixed moments by slope deflection equation. So there is a standard slope deflection equation we have for, and we can apply it for separately for AB span and BC span. But before going to slope deflection equation, let us discuss about the slopes at A, B and C. As the support A is a fixed support, the slope at A will be 0. That is theta A value will be equal to 0. But if you see this B support and C support, the B and C support is hinge support, so the slope will exist at B and C. So theta B and theta C will be exist, but theta A is equal to 0. Now by applying the slope deflection equation for span AB, we have first slope equation for span AB, that is MAB, which is nothing but final end moments. So MAB is equal to MAB bar plus 2 ER by L in bracket 2 times of theta A plus theta B. So this is a slope deflection equation. Now when you apply the slope deflection equation for AB span, then we have found out this fixed moments. MAB bar is nothing but the fixed moment, and which we got for MAB span is minus 62.5. So minus 62.5 plus 2 ER by L, that is length for AB span is given 5 meter. So 2 by 5 and theta A, in bracket theta A is 0, so this value comes to be 0. Only the theta B exists. So 2 by L, that is 2 by 5, that is 0.4 EI theta B EI. So this is equation number 1. Let us use equation number 1, MAB bar, MAB, which is equal to minus 62.5 plus 0.4 theta B EI. Now next equation, that is MBA. So to find out the fixed final moments MBA, which is equal to MBA bar plus 2 ER by L in bracket, it will be 2 times of theta B plus theta A. If you compare these two equations, the value will be only the change in the equation. Here you can take, if you find out MAB bar, MAB, then it comes in 2 times of theta A plus theta B. But when you find out MBA, it becomes MBA bar plus 2 ER by L, 2 times of theta B plus theta A. Now here again in this equation, this theta A value comes to be 0, as the slope at A is not exist, slope at A is 0, so this value comes to be 0. By putting the value of fixed moments MBA bar, which is equal to plus 62.5 in this equation, so this is positive 62.5 plus again 2 by 2 ER by L. I for AB span is given, say moment of inertia is only I, so we put here only I moment of inertia. Length is 5 meters, so 2 by 5 will be 0.4, 0.4 multiplied by 2, it becomes 0.8 theta B into EI. That is equation number. So these two equations are very important. You have to just bracket these equations that we have to use further for the calculation of final end moments. MAB, MBA. Now let us apply the next equation or next for slope deflection equation for BC span. So the equation of the slope deflection is MBC bar plus 2EI upon L in bracket 2 times of theta B plus theta C. Now if you observe this equation, in this equation is both theta will exist, that is theta B is also exist, theta C is also exist. So the equation becomes the MBC bar, the value of fixed moments for BC section we already found in the first step, which is minus 72 kN. So it is minus 72, then plus, here the value of moment of inertia for the BC span is given 2I. So by putting the value of inertia 2I and the length for BC span is 6 meter. So 2 into 3I divided by 6, so it becomes 6 by 6. So the value of the equation becomes here EI into theta B, 2 times of theta B plus theta C EI that is equation number 3. So here 2 into 3I divided by 6, so 6 goes, then only the value remain here, it's EI. So by multiplying the bracket we have only 2 EI theta B and here the remaining term is again theta C EI. So this is equation number 3. So this is MBC. Let us find out now next equation, which is MCB. So MCB bar plus 2 EI by L divided in bracket 2 times of theta C plus theta B. So by putting the value of fixed moments MCB bar, that is positive 72 kN, we got the equation MCB is equal to 72 kN plus, again by putting the moment of inertia 3I in this term, so 2 into 3 is 6 divided by 6 is 1, so EI into 2 times of theta C, so 2 theta C EI plus theta B is as it is, so theta B EI, that is equation number 4. Again, which is the most important equations to find out the final end moments. So just bracket that equation. So these are the 4 equations we got to find out the final end moments by slope deflection equations. So that we use further for the calculation of final end moments. Now if you see these equations, here there are 2 unknowns available, that is theta B and theta C. So we cannot, and unknowns are also these final end moments, MAB, MBA, MBC and MCB. So if you try to solve these equations, then we cannot get the unknowns from these equations. So we have to use additional equilibrium equations to find out these unknowns. These are the final end moments and also slopes, theta B and theta C. So let us apply the equilibrium conditions at the supports. So by applying the equilibrium conditions, let us first apply the condition at B support, B. So if you see this at this point support B, so these are the developed fixed moments at the support B. So as this is an intermediate support, this B is an intermediate support. So though that in support the bending moment value is 0, but the developed fixed moments are here, these two having same magnitude but opposite direction. But we know that at intermediate supports the bending moment value or moment values become 0 at that point. So the addition of these two fixed moments should be equal to 0 as per the equilibrium condition. Okay, so MBA plus MBC. So MBA, we can use the condition like this: MBA plus MBC is equal to 0. So this is our first equilibrium condition that we can use for calculation of unknowns by these 4 equations. So let us add the equation number 2 plus equation number 3. So let us add equation number 2 and equation number 3 to find out the unknown. So equation number 1 is 62.5 plus 0.8 EI theta b. Then this is minus 72 plus 2 EI theta b plus theta c EI is equal to 0. So by rearranging the term only, we got here 0.8 plus 2, that is 2.8 EI theta b plus EI theta c is equal to 62.5 minus 72, it becomes 9.5, and that will be our another equation for calculation, which is equation number 5th. Now again, if we try to solve any unknown from the equation number 5th, we cannot get any unknown, because again if you see, observe the equation number 5, we have unknown theta b and theta c, so we have one equation and unknowns are 2. Okay, so to find out these two unknowns, again we require one more equilibrium conditions. So let us think about the equilibrium condition we can apply to our continuous beam. So again, if you further see at C support, this is the end support, which is simply supported. So at end support, we know that definitely at end support, which is simply supported, in support the bending moment value is always 0. So the value of moment, final moment, MCV become 0. We got MCV, we get MCV is equal to 0. So let us take that equation as our equilibrium equation. So we can take the second equilibrium equation is MCV is equal to 0. Okay. As we already know that the C support is in support and the value of final end moments will be at the C will be 0. So we equate that equation to directly equal to 0. So the equation of MCB is nothing but equation number 4. So we just equate it to 0, that is 72 plus 2 theta C plus EI plus theta B EI is equal to 0. So we will use like this, theta b EI plus 2 theta c EI is equal to minus 72, equation number 6. Now let us observe the equation number 5th and 6th. Okay, so if you solve this equation number 5th and 6th, there are two unknowns, theta b and theta c. We have two equations and two unknowns. So if you solve this equation number 5th and simultaneous equation number 5th and 6th on your calci, you will definitely get the value of theta b and theta c. And if you solve this simultaneous equation on calci, you will get the value of theta b and theta c as 19.78 upon En, which is a positive value. So this is our first unknown, and the second unknown we get minus 49.89 divided by En. So these are our two unknowns we got from this equation number 5th and 6th. So we got slope at B is 19.78 upon En, and slope at C, that is 49.89 divided by En. So these are the value of slopes. So we will use this value of slopes in the final end moments equations, and when we put the value of slopes in this equation number 1, 2, 3 and 4, we will get the value of final end moments. So after finding the value of slopes theta b and theta c, the value of theta b is 19.78 upon En minus, and value of theta c is 45.89 divided by En, which is positive. So after finding out these slopes, the next step is by putting above all these two values of slopes in equation number 1, 2, 3, 4, that is the final end equations, end moment equation that we already found in the step number 2, that is MAB, MBA, MBC and MCB. So if you put the value of theta b, theta c in these equations 1, 2, 3, 4, then we got the value of MAB is equal to 54.588 kilonewton per meter, which is minus After putting the value of theta b and theta c in the equation number 1, we got this value of final end moments MAB. Then the final end moments MVA is 78.34, which is positive kilonewton meter. That is the final end moments MVA. Again, when you put the value of Stokes in the equation number 3, that is MBC, theta b and theta c value, then we got the value of MBC is minus 78.34 kilonewton meter. And when you put the value of theta c and theta b in the equation number 4, then we got the value of MCB equal to 0, and it should be equal to 0 because if you check the support at C is a hinge support, and the final end moments at C support should be equal to 0, so we got the value of the MCB is equal to 0. After these final end moments, the next is to find out the support reactions. But before going to support reaction, we'll first draw the bending moment or final bending moment diagram. So, when you try to show these final end moments in the diagrams, the end moments will be again like this. The direction of end moments will remain like this. MAB is minus, so we show it anti-clockwise. MBA is positive, so we show it clockwise. MBC is clockwise, and MCB value of fixed moments at CB is 0, so we'll show it. It is 0, so no need to show it the value of MCB. So the value of MAB is here 54.588. MBA is 78.34, which is of same magnitude but opposite in direction, and MCB is 0. So these are the final end moments. Now another unknown in this beam is remain to find out. It's a support reaction, which is first support reaction is here RA. Second support reaction is RB, and the third support reaction is RC. Okay, so these three unknowns are we going to find out. So RA, RB, and RC. So before going to find out the support reactions, let us first draw the bending moment diagram. So we will show it first the bending moment diagram on the base of final end moments. So due to this nature of final end moments, one is in anti-clockwise and one is in clockwise, that both movement will try to bend this beam in the upward direction, creating the hogging nature of bending moments. So both movements at A and B will try to bend the beam in the upward direction, creating hogging nature of bending moments. So this bending moment you will show it on the negative sides, or you can say it's a negative bending moment 54.588, and this rules also will create the hogging nature bending moment. We got here is that intermediate support, the negative bending moment at B point, which are same impact to the opposite direction, but the main effect of total final moments at the B is a 0, but these are the developed end moments at B, which are same in magnitude to the opposite direction and have same magnitude, which is 78.34. 78.34. Okay, and the end moment at C is 0. Okay, so let us join these 2 points by the line, straight line. Okay, so this is the VMB because of final end moments of providing. We consider here both the span of the beam are fixed. Now, when you try to find out the net effect of superimposed BMD by the application of principle of superposition, then we have to find out the bending moment values of this beam by considering that each support is a simple support also. So, by considering that every support of this beam is simply supported, and let us find out the value of bending moment, which is called as a free bending moment value or free BMB. So, when you consider AB is a simply supported beam, then it is subjected to point load, then the maximum bending moment for that case you already know that is it's a WL by 4. So the nature of bending moment will be again it is a inclined line for the point load. So let us show that bending moment value and the nature of that bending moment. So it will be equal to WL by 4, and it is triangular in nature, which is called as a free BMP, and this we could just superimpose that free BMP in the fixed BMP like this. And the value of the bending moment, which is a free BMP, by considering the AB span is simply supported, it's WL by 4, and which here comes to be 125 kN, which is a free BMP value. Okay, and another value for the BC span, when you consider the BC span is simply supported beam and subject to uniformly distributed load, then in this case also maximum bending moment you already know it's a WL square by A, and the nature of bending moment is a parabolic in nature like this, and this value will have WL square by A, which is equal to 1, it comes to be by putting the value W is 24 and then this 6 meter. So WL square by 8 comes to be 108 kN. Okay, and out of this superimposed BMP, so this is nothing but the superimposed BMP. So if you have to find out the net effect of bending moment at every point or at every supports, the net effect will be this much. At A support to B is this much, this is the positive, then this is negative, and this is the positive bending moment. This is the BMP, we call it on negative bending moment side or negative bending moment, or we can call it a superimposed or net BMP effect. So this is the negative value, this is positive, this is negative, and this is positive. Now to find out this much ordinate of net BMP, we can find out it by from the geometry. From this trapezoidal area, we can find out this much ordinate, and from the total ordinate 125, we can find out minus this or this much ordinate, you will get the small value of the negative and positive bending moment, which you will add under the point rule, and that value will be something less than 125. It will comes to be from the geometry. Similarly, we can also find out this value of net BMP of this ordinate by the trigonometry or by the similarity of triangle. We can find out this much ordinate present at this point, and we can subtract the total ordinate from the total ordinate. To subtract this much ordinate, you will get the net bending moment, which is positive bending moment at this point, and this is called as a superimposed BMP. Superimposed BMP. So, to finalize the net BMP moment, this value is required, this coordinate is required, which you find out by geometry of the figure only, simple, by the calculating this much ordinate and this much ordinate from the similarity of triangle. Then we can subtract the total ordinate, this ordinate from the total ordinate, you get this value of net bending moment. Now, after superimposed BMP, let us try to draw the shear force diagram or SFD. And to draw the shear force diagram, you must know the reaction component RA, RB, and RC. So to find out these reaction components, again, if you apply the condition of equilibrium here, that is summation Fy is equal to 0, then we have the equation summation Fy is equal to 0, equilibrium equation. Then if you apply the equilibrium equation for this beam, then we have RA is acting in the upward direction, so RA is plus RB, again acting in the upward direction, plus RC, minus 100 kN is acting in the downward direction, so it is minus 100, plus 24 into 6. 24 into 6 is equal to 0, that is equation number 1. So if you see the equation number 1 again, which is of support reaction, then in that equation we have equation 1 and unknowns are 3. So we cannot solve the unknowns reaction here. So let us apply the equilibrium condition at B joint again, or B support again. So let us take a section at B. Let us take one section at B, and let us consider the right part of section and left part of the section from the equilibrium point of view. So by considering the bending moment value at B, by considering the right or we can say left part of right. So by considering the right part of B, we have, so take a section at B and just see the right part of B and just try to find out the bending moment equation for the right part of B only. So bending moment, because of this RC, it will try to bend the beam in the upward direction and creating the sagging nature of bending. So it will be positive RC into the perpendicular distance only. It's 6 meters, so RC into 6. Then bending moment, because of this 24 kilonewton about B point will create a downward force, so it will create the Hawking bending moment nature. So 24 into 6 into the perpendicular distance becomes 3. So it is minus 24 into 6 into 3. Okay. And another moment which is present, and MCB moment. When you try to take the summation of bending moment at B, the MCB should be considered, but here the MCB is already 0, so no need to consider here. And but the nature of bending moment value at B is already present, which is a Hawking nature of bending moment, and the value is 78.34. So we have to equate this equation to 78.34. So when you equate these equations to 70 minus 78.34, because the net value of bending moment at B is Hawking in nature, you can see here is 78.34. So you have to equate it to 78.34 is equal to RC into 6 minus 24 into 6 into 3. So when you solve this equation of equilibrium, you will get the value of RC is equal to, when you solve that equation of calcium, you get the value of RC is equal to 58.94. 58.94 kilonewton. That is our first unknown reaction by considering the section at B and by observing the right part of section and try to write out the bending moment equation for the right part of B. Now let us take left part of B and we'll apply the bending moment equation. Just see the left part of B. No need to see the right part, just see the left part of B and try to write the bending moment equations. Now on the right part of B, on the left part of B, the RA is acting in the upward direction, so RA will create again, keep this point fixed, and I'm just checking. RA will try to bend in the upward direction, taking the sagging nature of bending, so it will be positive. So bending moment at B point by observing the left hand side, RA is creating the sagging bending moment, RA into perpendicular distance becoming again here 5 meter, RA into 5, then bending moment because of this 100. It will create the downward bend, that's the Hawking bending moment nature like this. So 100 into 2.5 is the perpendicular distance. So 100 into 2.5, and the fixed moment which is present at final moment at point A, MAB, which is around magnitude 54.588. That is also you have to consider when you consider summation of moment at B point. So it is minus 54.588, and that we have to equate to again the net bending moment at B point, which is a minus 78.34, which is the net bending moment, Hawking bending moment. So minus 78.34 is equal to this equation. You will get the value of RA. So after getting RA and RC, you can put in the equation number 1, which is the support reaction summation of Fy equation. So RA and RC already you know, you will find out from this bending moment equation, you will get the value of RA. So the support, after getting support reaction, it's very simple to draw the shear force diagram. So RA value we get from this equation is from this equation you will get 45.25. When you solve on calcium, you get the RA value is 45.25 kilonewton. So it is in upward direction, positive value. It will show the direction is correct. We also have RA in the upward direction and we got the positive sign, so RA is 45.25. So when you put RA and RC in the equation number 1, you will get the value of RP is 139.89. When you put these two values in the equation number 1, you will get the value of RP is 139.9 kilonewton. So these are the three support reactions you can find out from the equilibrium condition. Let us draw the shear force diagram now. So RA at A point we have a support reaction R, which is nothing but the shear force at A, which is 45.25 kilonewton is the shear force at A. Now to see the variation of shear force between A to B, there is no loading, so shear force remain, the point load is there, so the shear force remain constant between these 2 points. So 45.25 will take as it is to the point A. Then under this point load, definitely under the point load, we got the two values of shear force. So positive 45.25 minus this 100 kilonewton, your shear force will drop down to the negative value, which will comes to be 54.55 kilonewton. Okay, 54.55 kilonewton is the shear force under this point load, which is negative. Now again, between these 2 points, the shear force remain constant. Okay, the shear force remain constant, and at this B point, along with this shear force, negative shear force, there is a support reaction present in the upward direction, which is RB, and the value of RB is 139.9. So minus 54.55 plus 139, the shear force will goes to positive value of that, which is 85.85 kilonewton. Okay. So this shear force will vary again between B to C as the loading is changed from B to C. From B to C we have uniformly distributed load acting over a span of BC. So along with the shear force 85.55, the shear force changes from B to C is 24 minus 24 into 6. So 85.55 minus 24 into 6, which will comes to be the value of reaction at C, which is equal to 58.94, and that will be against negative, so that will goes to downward, so which is equal to 58.94. So here the negative shear force is there minus, this is positive shear force, this is negative shear force, and this is positive shear force. So this is the SLB diagram for the given B. So here, like this, we can analyze the this continuous beam, which is an indeterminate beam. We can analyze by the slope deflection equations. We will first find out the final image by the slope deflection equation. Then we superimpose the beam. We can find out the superimposed BMB, and from that superimposed concept, we will find out the support reaction, and we will draw the shear force diagram. So here, this is the analysis of indeterminate beam by slope deflection equations.